Hi guys, Marcus here, Everything Tenere. Today we are going to look at the new exhaust for my T7, or muffler, whatever you want to call it. I just got a big box today with an exhaust and a helmet from Italy, and I went for a Mivv exhaust. I've had acrylic before for other bikes or for my MT10. They're nice and so, but they're awfully expensive. So I went with this one. This is a Mivv Oval Carbon, and it's not too expensive. I think it was 370 euros or about 3,700 Swedish krona, and it looked really nice. I wasn't expecting, super duper high quality finish and all that due to the price, but I was surprised. I will open this sucker up and show you guys. Of course, you've got the band for holding it onto the bike, a baggie with all the fittings, and special clamps for the heat shield so you don't burn your heels off, and some other bolts and bits, springs. You get the link pipe between your cap and the exhaust. Yeah, it looks really nice. Stainless steel, I think. Yeah, I guess so. Of course, a manual and some stickers. Stickers are nice. Manuals, yeah, good to have. RTFM. And then the exhaust, pretty nicely packaged with plastic bubble wrap and then some box type accordion. Oh fuck, we're not gonna destroy it before I even show it to you guys. That would be bad. So here it is. As I said, I wasn't expecting too much for the finish for the price, but it looks really, really good. The stainless steel fittings here, really nice and shiny and evenly, brushed or whatnot, or you can call it. You have a DB killer in it. The first thing I did when I unpacked it, because it riveted to the muffler, so I drilled it out. You have a little hole here in the bottom, and you can see the rivet in there. So I just took a 5mm drill and drilled it out. And I'm not sure if they actually supplied the screw and nut, the bolt and nut to reattach the DB killer. I will look into that, but otherwise any kind of M6 bolt with a not too wide head will actually fit down into the hole in the carbon here, the carbon fiber. There's a lot of screws. I haven't really checked the manual yet, but those are for the heat shield, and that one is for the pipe, springy and rubber retainer. This is for the mount, I guess. This is it there, and that one I do not know. You even got a little rubber thingy here that you could put in the hole for underneath here to make stuff not come in there, I guess. I don't know. And two other small screws and bolts. I guess it's for the heat shield, so maybe I will need to source. It doesn't show in the manual that you have a screw there. I'll probably find a fitting screw. I actually, if I pull out the DB killer, you can see how it looks like. A little snorkel. I actually threaded this for M6, but you know, it's pretty thin piece of metal, so you know that screw would vibrate loose pretty quickly. There's, you know, not a lot of material to fasten the screw in, so we probably find some kind of bolt and nut to put in there. That will be next step after I have mounted this to the bike, and yeah, you guys will see it now. So jump into the future and look at the muffler on the bike. I don't think you guys need an instruction how to put it on the bike. That's pretty much, you know, pretty easy and forward. So you will see it now, and then hear some sound difference between original stock and this one with the DB killer and without the DB killer. So installing the Mivv can, it's not hard. You know, I already removed the original OEM one. You don't need to leave anything other than, or remove from the old one, the heat shield. That one you have to remove from the old one and install it on with these special fasteners here. You will see it when I'm done. Otherwise, it's just a clamp here. You have a spring underneath here, which you have down here, and of course the holder for the exhaust with rubber fitting, and that's it. When mounting this holder, don't forget to put the rubber bushing in on this one. You know, it can snap in place around the band. When it comes shipped, it's like the other way around, so you can see that it's hollowed out here. This is supposed to be going in this one, and when it's shipped, it's the other way around and not inserted, so to say. But you know, if you're smart enough, you figure that out. So this fiddly part is over. It wasn't that hard. The only hard part was getting this rubber seal or rubber fitting on. I recommend that you do it indoors and not in a cold garage, because it gets stiff pretty quick, and it's about 4 or 5 minus Celsius right now. Otherwise, this was really easy. I do recommend that on these bolts with nuts, that I did put some Loctite on it. This one doesn't need to. It has these kind of shark toothy kind of things on the nut, so it will dig into this rubber bushing on the mounting bracket. One other thing that was not as easy, I don't know if it's if the fitting I have, you have these hose clamp thingies, and it's a welded on L-shape bracket, and on this side it's just a welded on threaded nut on that hose clamp. It was a bit fiddly to get this in place. I haven't tightened this yet, because on this side it comes really close to and actually over the spring mounting piece here, because otherwise the bend on the heat shield, it doesn't line up. It feels funky, but this looks about right. I guess I need to cut down these as well later on, so you don't cut yourself or get caught in something. But let's go on to the testing and sound check. So right now the decibel killer is installed without a bolt, so I can just pull it out and we will turn on the bike. So as I haven't attached this with a bolt yet or screw to hold it in place, I could feel it vibrating, but let's pull it out. It did sound a bit better than the stock one, even with the dB killer installed. So let's see how it sounds without it. I'm hoping for a good noticeable difference. Boy, I'm pleased. It sounds really low or dark or whatever you call it. Pretty mellow and soft but loud. So for sure it's nothing that you maybe want to ride around on trails close to other people or houses. But yeah, I'm stoked. This is awesome. You can also see the new brake light, tail tidy, and the Yamaha OEM LED Plus blinker. It looks awesome. We'll have another video on that later on. So overall, really nice exhaust. I highly recommend it for the price. I checked it today as well. For us Swedes, it's 3,800 Swedish. You know, carbon body, really nice finish. A few fiddly parts. I would say the most fiddly part looks to be the most easiest one, which is the heat shield. I probably will remove the heat shield and sand it a bit, and buy some some black paint which can stand heat, and paint it up so it matches the overall look. It would be nice. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay safe, take care, cheerios.